Hello my fellow donuts and welcome back to Danganronpa. Today we are going to start chapter 6 and I guess let's go right for it. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Well, now that you are calling them a group, I feel like I have a strange idea of who they might be, but that would be really crazy. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay. How do we do this, though? That's the question. Sorry, I just realized that my settings were different. Probably you had hard time hearing me, so sorry about that. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Manakuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room. Oh, that thing that can use all the doors? Yeah. So it should open the door here, right? So okay. So oh wow, I actually didn't think it will open. Yeah. Now we can get out of here, let's go. Sounds good. Finally, we were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. What do you mean just began? Like, yeah, I know what game I'm playing, but thanks for telling me. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reading the surface. Ooh, nice view we have there. Okay. Yeah, you should have climbed second, Makoto. Really. Had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you sleep, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you are the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. How come? But, yeah, exactly my question. It's like your family tradition, right? So, because we take pride in it. Yeah. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. which is why we have made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. That makes no sense. If it's it should be your job, right? How can you make a living out of it if no one knows that you exist? It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's your family creed. I thought Mikoto was saying that. And we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her, because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't know it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was on the line to become the next head of Kirigiri family. He was talented and he had a promising future. But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. Huh, really? I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. Uh-huh, of course. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko in the letter, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as a little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we are no longer family, in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that? Well, he did it easily. So our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Finally. Remember that hatch in the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we are back. But I can't believe how long that later was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we are out of there. And we are back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. I don't think you're, like, actually free to go around. I mean, Monokuma already tried to kill Makoto. So, what actually holds him from trying to kill him again? I just think that it's pretty much possible, you know? No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might... You're worried? Yeah, I guess he is. Then let's just get a concrete answer. Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Really? If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we are found out, and it's not like we can run away. Well, you have a point. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What do you think is going to happen, isn't? Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Huh? You said something like that before. What does that mean? The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was? We can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And I'll be better for it. It will be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Okay, sorry. That should help with our negotiations. Still a little super uneasy, about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going. To the gym? How can you know he's in... why would he still be there? Okay, the gym is... somewhere there. What the hell that sound is? He doesn't sound like himself, actually. He's really angry, right? Okay. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? It's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. But Makoto can't be the guilty one. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to change. The chance. Whatever. Do whatever you feel you have to. What? But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Yo, what do you mean? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way. So you wanted to execute... you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by claiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that, of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Isn't it supposed to mean that Manakume is supposed to be punished?
Yeah.
And you can prove this, right? No, I can't. Are you serious? What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence? I don't have any right now. But with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Are you buying some time for us or something? Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type? If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair he so loved to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. Yeah. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence? It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because What we said is exactly right.
いいわね。
Despair can never kill hope.
ね
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. But you have no choice. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn your despair fair and
そう
square,
するべきよ。
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
そうね。
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair
そこで
trial.
最後の勝負をしましょう。希望ね
Oh, sorry. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Yeah, and you can thank Kyoko for that. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I see what you did there.
どうかしたクマ
Okay.
つまり
Does that mean you accept?
君たち
If we do things your way, that will be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable, you know, despair right now, right? I mean, not now. Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will you hope win out? Okay, I guess it will. Or will my despair claim victory?
楽しみクマ
Can you just Grizzly? Can you just stop it?
クマ
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely fitting, and
君たち
so for this final face-off, you'll have to wait. Does this really mean it's like final chapter or something? You'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
楽しみクマ
then that will be enough to call La Fai. Oh, I see what you did there too, as a victory for you.
そうね
That was pretty smart. That's what we have been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bury it all. Okay. Nola, you can't fall asleep? I'm sorry that I'm so loud. I'm really sorry. Yeah. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries in the skull,
君たち
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We are as excited as you are, I'm sure.
いいわね
When we have uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
ね
But before we get started, I wanted to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
どうかしたクマ
So what?
ね
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I have said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that. What do you mean? It's still one of us? I don't get it. Sure, I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What? Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? What the fuck? Is he lying to us? He seems emotionally unstable. Wow. He's very angry. I wouldn't, like, be near him at this point, actually. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Okay, go and do that. Come on, Mikado, let's go. Okay. Monekuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. That was crazy. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept. It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening every often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it. But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. Still, it's like, it's still there. It was still their choice. So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why? To prove a point, most likely. The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right? And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous. You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
苗木くん
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
つまり
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided laughter.
少なくとも
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
そうよ
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Wait. I actually don't remember her breaking... Oh! I think she tried to I don't remember, it was right in the beginning of the game. Did she try to break Monokuma? I think that's what she tried to do. I just should kinda rewatch my own playthrough, I guess. Okay, my memory is so bad. I'm sorry for noises. So instead they tried to use the class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer and made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
そうね
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
ええ
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
つまり
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch,
だ
right?
けど
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't... Wait a second. Another path is open. Does this mean that if I chose not to believe her, like, follow that... I mean, he had the idea that she was probably lying. Oh, baby, are you getting sick? I'm sorry, guys. Poor thing. Okay. Sit here. Yeah. My baby. So, if I chose the other option, would the game end it right there? Or something?
違うわ
That's interesting. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time at least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sigh of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion. Wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
だけど
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we have done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this
そ
time.
う
Or everything we have gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it will cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
ね
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
でも
Is that really possible?
とにかく
Anyway, right now we have to find the
行
others.
きましょうか
They are probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Wait. So you want me to go to the dorms? How about... well, she said dorms. So, probably not here. No? Oh, poor thing. Did you hear that, guys? Oh, that was so cute. Oh, she's definitely getting sick. I guess it's because of that fan, but it's so hot in my room, I can't stop using it. Baby, I'm sorry. Okay, what the hell is this? Is he broken? You again. But she's still purring. I guess that's a good sign, right? I think he is. I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. What do you mean? It's just a machine. Jeez, what the heck?
でも
I mean, yeah, I know that the machine is controlled by a person, but it looked like the machine was broken. Just saying. I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Hello there.
みんなやっぱり苗木だどのかあら
まった
Of
く
course, we
ゴキブリ並
survived.
みのしぶとさだ
Me.
な。
念のために聞いとくけど幽霊じゃねえよな。
Ghost, right? Tear up. Oh, that's so cute.
なんだこりゃ。
Oh, yeah, right. We got out of that dumpster. Well, sorry. Shoot. I'm still a person, you know, not a dog. Just saying. Do we have to talk to everyone in here? Or, you know what, fuck you guys. There is no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
なんだ
そうね
What I have to tell you all.
つまり
We are going to redo Makuro's trial. Yeah, seriously.
違うわ
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's nor me or any of you. Wait, what do you mean, or any of you? Didn't Monokuma say that, only... whatever.
なるほどな。
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
そうよ
That's right, it was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
だけど
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
なんだと
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
でも
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? I guess it does.
そう
Very observant of you.
当然だ。
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
ひねえぞ
それってさ
There's more to it than that, correct? For us to win this game, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Wow, sounds like too much job. But we have been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything,
とに
right?
かく
You have probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Yep.
楽なのよ
Okay. I meanwhile want to get out of here.
とにかく
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
でも
But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Makuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and... What do you mean we know who our enemy is now? How do you really know? I mean, you still have no fucking idea who the mastermind is. I mean, if you think like better, you would realize that you know not really much more than you knew in the beginning of this game, when Monokuma showed himself up and told us his rules. I'm not so sure about that.
私は
I can agree with the idea of working together. Can't agree. I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. That's what I thought too at first, until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his, saying that the killer is one of us, right? That's what I thought. No? Began with 16 participants, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
なるほどな。
Monokuma, yeah, he said that.
つまり
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro and Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set food in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there is no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
つまりだ。
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set food in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them. I mean, us, actually. And those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Did I continue or do you get it now? I would be like really... I don't know... surprised? If Yasuhiro will turn out to be a mastermind, because that's like the least expectable character. You can be serious, or Aoi. Well, I don't know why, but Aoi might be the mastermind. But Yasuhiro, he's just such a cutie. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
それは
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret? I mean, you don't look at anyone when Monokuma is talking to you, right? I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times. Then maybe Monokuma was autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Wait, what? It's a nighttime, right?
校内お前らすでにこれからこの殺し合い学園生活は真の配当編へと突入
What is this Troy ending mode supposed to
そ
mean?
こで公平を期すために
Oh,
園内の好きに調べてちょうだい
Every?
な思う存分謎を解いてちょうだいなうっぷぷでは学級裁判でお会いしましょう
that's kind of strange. How many magnanimous of him too? Very, I mean, not many. What the fuck is wrong with me today? I don't know, I'm making a lot of mistakes today. I guess I'm just a little bit tired of him to unlock all the rooms.
まあいいだろう。
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
鏡の名にか
At
けて
this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your
じゃあ
responsibility.
な。
Well then. He didn't take me with him.
おいおい
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without a cream, or coffee. What? Whatever. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go all by yourself, right, Kyoko? That's right. I thought she would go with me. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
だべ
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Wait, how come?
そうだってな
Just wait and see, I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Whatever you say. I thought you were scared of spirits and stuff. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
でも
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know,
だって
but up till now I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto, it's really nice of you to say,
でも
but still, I know I have mostly been totally useless.
よし
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Huh.
Eh.
Wait, didn't she say she will go alone? I thought she already left. Do we need to talk to her? So you're gonna go off on your way, on your own too, right, Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we are going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
それは
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's
じゃ
right.
あそう
Minakuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go
大
before.
輝くん
Akado, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. What do you mean isn't? I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the skull. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as the metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room. Nola, what are you doing? The biolab, the door in the data center with Minakuma's face on it. Okay, I should remember that. Headmaster room, biolab, room and data center. Okay. Oh, the second door in the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After all, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Press to check has been added to the truth bullets. What do you mean press to check? Oh, places. What the fuck is wrong with me? I see things that are not even there, not even on the screen. Where will we be? This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Ooh, cool. Looks... Is this a blood? I can't investigate it though. Huh, interesting. One is still okay and I can enter it. Wait, it was someone's room? Interesting. I opened the door just to... Craig glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom. But there was actually nothing of interest. Are you serious? The whole room for nothing? I can't believe this. There should be something, right? Strange hole on the wall, but it doesn't seem like I can check it. I don't see any cameras there though. I don't know, it doesn't seem like there is any... This is strange. Like the only room I can enter and there is nothing? I can't believe this. There should be something, right? Wait, they're just normal dorms. Huh. Really? You suck, Makoto. Looks cute. What the hell is this? Are you serious? And what is this? Picture of giraffe? This room is filled with lockers. The class before ours must have used these lockers. This one looks like it's okay. Card reader. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does this mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I don't have to check all the normal things, right? Because there are a lot of them. It will take a lot of time. Ooh, wait. What? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere, and it looks pretty awesome and new.
So,
It's the headmaster's private room. Interesting. I have been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Interesting. Oh, are you really not gonna tell me about the regret you were talking about? Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair. There's not much, though. Nothing we don't really know. The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They are the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as the complete kitty failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. Yeah, but we already know all that. That's a good outlook to have. Yeah, looks pretty strange to me. Is there like a secret door?
それはええ
Open space. Yeah, hidden room.
ええでもそうね
So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. What do you mean? And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
さあ
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. But do I know her name? Because I don't remember. Oh, you mean just Kyoko?
ね
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. In that case, here goes nothing. It's gonna be it, right? What the fuck? Did you set up the bomb or something? Or like, oh. Okay.
どうして
Well, this is interesting. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Present, right? Just for her, right? There's a brightly colored box here. Should I open it? Come on, open it!
大輝くん
Be careful, Makoto. Why you think it's dangerous? Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
どうやら
If it is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. You even have guessed what's inside? Because I have no... Wait, so you know what's in there?
とにかく
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Someone's had? Damn. Oh, there's someone's head. Definitely. Oh. Really? That's a bit disappointing. They could be fake, you know?
なるほどね
What do you mean, just as you thought? Who they belong to, if you know that? Wait! Look at the picture behind her! Is this Makoto? And her father? Oh! I mean, it's just in the distance, but it looks so cute! And she looks so cute. I really need to look at this picture closer. Damn! Why didn't I notice it before? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human
違うわ
bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. My father. What about him?
そう
What you found in the box? How can you know that for sure? That body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? What? She finally found him, huh? I mean, what the hell? How do you know that's him?
それは
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. What? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only one, people to take a single step in hope speak since the killing game began, are those 16 students. Huh? Alter ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought. So she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Well, I don't know. She lived her whole life without a father. I don't think she would have strong feelings to him because she basically doesn't even know him, you know. But I know that a lot of what she feels inside her heart is anger, and she feels like she was betrayed. Definitely. And he's dead and nothing can be changed now, and she will be left with these feelings forever. Would she really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. What is that all? The picture. I need it. Oh. She looks pretty big here. Strange. But whatever. I thought she wasn't that big already in this picture. In the distance it looked like she was a very, very little chubby cute baby. Oh, that would have been really sweet. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this, So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. She looks so happy. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
どうして
If so, why he didn't show up in her life? I don't understand. I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life or abandon me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Well, there are worse fathers actually, just saying. Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue. Right, of course.
ね
Don't worry about me, feel free to look around as much as you like.
えだって
Come on, look what's there. She'll be fine with the time. In case of emergency. Is this e-hand? Yeah, it is.
つまり
With no limitations? I can now open those lockers, right? I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably
どうや
right.
ら
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
私は
Yeah, I will take it. Favor?
それは
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, but I know it will only inconvenience you that much more. But
ね
could you leave?
えそう
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
ちょっと
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your father, how you are only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you are going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through.
私は
That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm
とにかく
sorry. Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. I feel bad for Kyoko. I can't understand her. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me to find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed the evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. Yeah, I got it. You don't have to repeat it like hundreds of times. Damn it. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is. Did I wake you up, baby? Oh, sorry. Oh, you're so sweet. Why are you so sweet? Yeah. Even Makuro, we don't even know who looks like. So what? Is one of us is the killer? I don't get it. Okay, let's go to that room with lockers. Do I have to check all the lockers? Because there are a lot of them. I mean, there are a lot of even lockers that look like they can be opened. What? Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Crystal ball? Doesn't it remind you something? Come on! Yasuhiro Hagakure. It says right there. Wow. Variety of different classes. He attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. How the hell can you know what was happening to any of these people before they came here? I mean, you didn't even know them. So I guess there is nothing else we can investigate in this room. Huh, that's strange. What is this? There is a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. But it turned out to be a killing game. Why? Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you will be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Is this Kyoko's? What? Yeah, she said she hasn't seen her father since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. My father. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is something I didn't even got the time to get. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Oh, shut up, Makoto. How can you believe in people you don't really know? These people were killing each other. What, do you mean I can't open any of others? Wait. Are you serious? Okay, I guess I can't check any of these. So, it seems like we did everything we could in here. Well, that's pretty strange. Now I don't even know what to think. What? Were they all the masterminds or something? Because they were supposed to be a group, that's what I thought in the beginning. But then I just I didn't get it. Or what? Is the whole game was made just for one participant who was actually me? That is crazy too, so I don't really know what to think. You know what, guys? I think that's enough for today. We found a lot of crazy information, and I guess I need time to think about it and rest. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next part. Bye.